Hello and welcome. My name is James Lund, and this portfolio is designed to showcase my successes and challenges that represent my learning during the University of British Columbia Masters of Educational Technology program. This guided tour will help you to navigate through the pages and artifacts that make up this portfolio. This landing page is an introduction to myself and to the portfolio. Begin by scrolling down the main page to read a short biography about myself. You will learn about my professional history as well as my personal and family life. Scroll further down this page and you will find a short description about the purpose and rationale for this portfolio. Next, you will find an explanation of the metaphor that my portfolio is designed around. I chose a hammer for this metaphor because it is a tool that is close to my heart and it is representative of educational technology. For many of us, a hammer was the first tool we used. It may have been a stick or a rock. It was used to strike against an object as we played in the yard as a child. Later in life, the hammer plays an important role in the care and maintenance of our homes. Tradesmen rely on hammers for their jobs, and there are as many variations on hammer designs as there are unique uses for the tool. From the simplest of household repairs to the tallest buildings, hammers are ubiquitous and necessary tools. I used the hammer metaphor to weave personal stories about tools to explain the different sections of my portfolio. Each section is dedicated to a category of hammer, and when you navigate to a page, you will land on a photo of one of my own tools. If you click on the link called Framing Hammer, you land on a page that features a picture of the hammer that I used during my career as a carpenter. As you scroll down this page, you will find an introduction to the courses that are represented in this section. Keep scrolling down the page and you will come to an introduction to my first artifact, followed by a link to the artifact, and then a detailed reflection on how this artifact changed my thinking or guided my learning. This format, introduction, artifact, reflection, is repeated throughout this portfolio. The next section of my portfolio is called Sore Thumb. This section is dedicated to mistakes, bumps in the road, and even failures that I experienced during my learning journey. At first glance, this section might seem to be a bit negative, but some of my most powerful learning is presented here, as well as some examples of personal and professional growth. The next section is dedicated to specialization in my learning. These are the courses that I took near the end of my program, and the artifacts that I have included represent my professional interests. It is interesting to examine the artifacts that are presented here and compare them to the artifacts that are presented in earlier sections of this portfolio. The final section is dedicated to my learning outside of the MET program and contains work that I have done in my teaching and administrative career. This section is where I intend to add new learning and describe projects I am involved in. This section represents my passion and commitment to lifelong learning. The pages of my portfolio are laid out in a very linear way, but it is not necessary to view them in any particular order, as each artifact and reflection can stand alone as a representation of my learning. When viewed in order, however, the audience is better able to see my thinking and learning change throughout my journey. Once you have had the chance to view my portfolio, please take the time to navigate back to the home page, scroll down to the evaluation rubric. I would appreciate any feedback regarding my portfolio. This can be left on the feedback form at the bottom of the page. Thanks for taking the time, and I hope you enjoy.